A Native Philosophy/Shamanism Guide. Chapter 1. Native philosophy is take what you need, not greed. Native Philosophy/Shamanism 1. Every part of the earth is sacred to my people. Every shining pine needle, every sandy shore, every mist in the dark woods, every clearing and humming insect is holy in the memory and experience of my people. Duwamish Chief. The old Lakota was wise. He knew that man's heart, away from nature, becomes hard. He knew that lack of respect for growing, living things soon led to lack of respect for humans too. Luther Standing Bear. A shaman, enlightened person, is someone who dares to go where most people don't want to, namely the hidden world of the subconscious mind. Mental, physical, and spiritual disease is caused by disharmony within the individual or by disconnection to the family, community, nature or the greater universe. When we live in harmony, we interrelate with others and nature in a holistic manner. We see ourselves as part of the whole. Marilyn Young Bird. The shaman's path is unending. I am an old man and still a baby standing before the mystery of the world filled with awe. I see that people here are so caught up in their own little lives that they are not getting their love up to the sun, out to the ocean and into the earth. They forget the elements, forget the source of their life. You must study these things, then one day, the sea will give you heart, the fire will give you heart, the sun will give you heart. Don Jose Matsuwa, Shaman. The greatest courage is the courage to be happy even in the midst of hardship. Ladakhi saying. Shamanism is not just a philosophy limited to Native Americans. Many cultures in the world practice shaman principles, which is a throwing off of this civilized society we have created for ourselves, at least for a while, to connect with what's in our hearts and in nature, which all comes from the same source, which is our Creator. Just tap into the purity of what you naturally feel away from all this brainwash from our society. Many spiritual healing movements like Native Aboriginal people anywhere who live or have lived close to the land have a strong belief that people must reconnect with the traditions, wisdom, and the community of their ancestors through rituals, ceremonies, symbols and myths in order to renew this ancient spark and pass it on to the new generation. They pray to the gods of their ancestors. This process has a powerful bonding/strengthening/healing effect on the group/family/tribe. Faith, belief, and tradition can go a lot further for some people than a visit to the doctor's office and a bottle of pills. Since we're from nature, or at least our ancestors lived in nature, we must go back and connect with it. There are some men's and women's movements where the people go out in the woods, build big bonfires and commute with their primal instincts. The process of spiritual healing gets very deep, talking about the journey of life with you at the center, the hero of your own destiny. The shaman has these qualities. Can access alternate states of consciousness. Is the mediator between the spiritual and real life. Lives to help people. Gentle and kind. Intuitive. Native Philosophy/Shamanism 2. A shaman is an artist open to inspiration and infinite flow. For Native spirituality, life is a personal relationship between self, nature, and the Creator of all things. Life should be lived peacefully in harmony with nature and as friends, helpers, and healers with our fellow man. Despite all the pain and suffering you might endure in life, the true purpose is the quest for inner peace, love among people, and a reverence for all of life, such as plants, animals, and everything else in nature. Try not to hurt or hate anybody or anything. This is where true power starts, with a love of the universal nature from whence you came. True power comes from feeling the inner peace within and unleashing the love and beauty that comes from it onto the outer world. Living just for yourself cannot bring lasting happiness. You must find the power within and express it in a positive way for society, just like your forefathers did to try to better the world in their own way. This is the source of lasting peace and happiness, not selfishness for its own sake, because it will leave you lonely and empty at some point in time. When everybody works for the good of the group in their own way, that's as close to utopia as you can get on planet Earth. Quite simply, do whatever is good in life. You don't find inner peace, it finds you when you live a loving, enlightened life and use your talents to better yourself and help your community. Inner peace comes from a life of power and action, especially if you're expending your energy out in nature. Rebirth, renewal, healing and purification all come by experiencing the freeing effects of being outdoors. Swimming and bathing in the water. Music. Dancing. Singing. Chanting. Praying. Meditation. Watching the sunrise and sunset. The sweat lodge. Sunshine. Being out at night. Watching the stars. Watching fire. Creating a sacred, peaceful place to contemplate your life. Worshipping your gods. Using symbols like jewelry and mandalas. Being relaxed. Listening to yourself. Thinking about your ancestors and God to give you guidance. Giving thanks to your God for your life right now. All these things help with the main goal, staying close to your center. They can be done alone, but they have greater power when done with a group or tribe of like-minded people. When you know yourself and know your inner power, trust it. Never doubt it. Native philosophy/shamanism 3. Virtually all illness starts in the mind, hence all healing starts in the mind. Follow your instincts to heal whatever's ailing you. Let your God envelop you with radiant light to heal you and make you powerful. Work hard when you feel inspired, rest when you feel tired. Have that inner peace and smiling countenance all the time, no matter what. Know your visions/goals. Act on them, then keep having positive visions. The two play off each other, making each other stronger and better. Thought and action are the two interrelated forces to achieve great things. What the mind can perceive, the will can achieve. Perfection is not important. Just keep working hard, honestly, inspired and happily at what you believe in. In order to become powerful, purify yourself by the methods mentioned previously to become a fit, healthy vessel. Do this on a regular basis. Contemplate your life. Get your clear vision of who you are and who you want to be and keep acting on it. This is your center, soul, and identity. Do whatever it takes to keep it sacred and strong on a regular basis. The stronger you get, the more self-assured you get and more shielded you are from the ugliness of the outside world. You're generally strong enough to deal with most adversities, but sometimes it's better to back away, leave the situation in order to get rid of the stressing situation, whatever it may be. If your job is stressful, quit and find a more peaceful one. If someone or something is causing you stress, nullify them in your mind. Make them powerless over you. Laugh at them. They can't get to you. Nothing can. You're too strong. When you need help and guidance, contemplate on your ancestors and your God and ask them to help you solve your problems. Inner peace is already out there in the universe waiting to envelop you. When you're there, you'll have a powerful feeling of joy, ease and comfort that you can't get from anywhere on the planet except from within a fulfilled soul. It's very rare. Everybody puts masks of happiness on, but very few people ever achieve a true high state of self-mastery and inner peace on a regular basis. Many people have peace the way a dumbass has peace, an ignorance is bliss way that you can reach by getting drunk or comfortably eating a box of hot buttered popcorn while watching a stupid movie, but the true inner peace of an enlightened noble soul is infinitely a qualitatively higher lifestyle than all those couch potatoes out there comfortably satisfied with their dead lives. Love yourself. Love others, love God. Destroy all evil cast upon you by forgiving your transgressors, forgetting about them and consciously blocking these things out of your mind to render them powerless. Body, mind, and soul are all interrelated. Live them all together in a balanced way, using God as a higher authority to give you power and strength whenever you feel that you alone aren't strong enough to do something by yourself. Sleep well, relax, take it easy. Thank God for your life, eat well, exercise, touch yourself, your loved ones and your pets. Strive to live a beautiful, powerful life. Renew yourself all the time. Native philosophy/shamanism 4. Shamanism is the North American native healing art of using herbal medicines and the sweat lodge ceremony to help access inner states via your vision quest to find your true purpose in life. It's all about connecting with Mother Earth and the power within. The life of the shaman is to get past conscious reality to access the altered states within to come to a higher understanding of life, then act on it to make the world a better place than before you came onto the scene. The means to achieve altered states doesn't matter. People use all kinds of different ways, from hallucinogenic drugs to pilgrimages to meditation to starving themselves for a while. Trust your intuition, that intangible part that lives inside of you. You have an identity in this spirit world that's very real to the shamanist way of thinking. The important thing is to get to this place that resides beneath the layer of conscious reality where your visions are, your dream body as it's sometimes called, the form you take in your subconscious mind, who you are in your dreams, fantasies, and visions. It could be an animal, it could be a god, it could be an advanced human being. This is who you aspire to be, therefore it's who you really are. You just have to fill in the gap by living that way by spirit, such that what you think from your soul becomes the real you. Live by the path of your heart. Feel that you're all soul without the limitations of body, and humbly follow what life wants from you. Have the courage to follow the intuitive flow of the nature you feel flowing out of you. Your dreams are simply your soul or that spirit world that shamans believe in talking to you. Be natural. Try to feel nature around you, all that life pulsating all around you in the stars, the sun, the sky, the plants, animals, people, etc., and use it to learn about life. Live your real self out. Don't follow the path of the world for the sake of career and ambition over the path of your dreams in the spirit world, which is the archetypal myth of your life. This is the battle of life, to be as real as you can be, culture the discipline to live by soul, the dream body inside, sometimes called your double because it's your twin identity, your real identity over and above the facade you call your identity in the world of conscious reality. Enlightenment is passing through the hoop of limitations to see the world for exactly what it is. This doesn't mean you forego the usual responsibilities of life as trivial. You're still accountable to them, only now with that wider, open perspective. You proceed in life acting for the good of the greater spirit within when and as required, sometimes going hard taking a challenge, other times going soft and easy when you feel tired. A shaman feels the pulse of his community and strives to use his wisdom to help the fellow members of his tribe live better lives. He's a hunter, warrior, statesman, and wise man, pursuing to develop his unique gifts in an aggressive way to connect with his tribe somehow in a helping, productive way. Culture allies whenever you can. They'll help you just as you help them, and you never know when you need friends. Sickness and death are natural parts of life. When they happen, it's simply your soul talking to you, either telling you that you need a rest or it's time to move on to your next incarnation. Your death walk is the symbolic term for the walk of life, meaning as you make your way through, you'll constantly walk amidst pain, suffering, problems, community woes, man's inhumanity to man, negative energy, negative people, the battles men have with each other, which could all affect and dampen the battle within yourself to stay true to your dream state inside. This is the battle of life, to not let the death walk phase your dream walk in any at all. Stay centered in the midst of all the chaos surrounding you out in the world. Walk that balance of following your soul but using the very real problems of the community/world you live in to propel you to do something good for it, to help alleviate some of the suffering out there. Stay close to the Great Spirit, Gitchi Manitou, God. Be kind and loving. Respect the earth and everything in it. Work to help the world and its people. Do the right thing by following your soul. Live in harmony with your mind, body, and soul. Be honest, seek the truth in everything you do. Don't blame others for your weaknesses. Shamanic wisdom from thewildrose.net. Live in power, beauty, and light. Take responsibility for your dark mirrors. Forgive yourself for your supposed transgressions. Do the same for others. Power equals love equals wisdom. thewildrose.net/sweat.html, Sweat Lodge Ceremony. Hippocrates, 460–377 BC, stated, "Give me the power to create a fever and I shall cure every illness." The Sweat Lodge releases toxins. Natural medicine schools. wildernessdrum.com/html/medicine_schools.html Sweat Lodge websites. Retreat centers like Twin Oaks in Virginia and Brighton Bush in Oregon have built sweat lodges to help people connect with the elements sacred to Native people. DeerDancerRanch.com, EarthTribe.com, WisdomUniversity.com. Kalawaya Shamans in South America. The Kalawaya are medicine men in South America that use herbal remedies. They are descended from the Incas. Temazcal/Aztec Sweat Lodge. The word Temazcal is derived from the ancient Aztec word Nahuatl, which means house of steam. As a tourist, you can get a herbal steam bath called a Temazcal in the Oaxaca region of Mexico. If you want a Temazcal, check out the spas and health resorts in Mexico. They're getting popular. mexonline.com/temazcal.hdm. Chapter 2. Shamanism Resources and Websites. Shamanism websites from web.archive.org/web/20161214219393mp_/http/www.helpself.com/directory/shamanism.hdm. daoxy.org/shaman.hdm. Shamanism.org. sacredhoop.org. wolflodge.org. pathoffthefeather.com. Shamanism.com. Shamanism websites from kali.org/society/religion_and_spirituality/shamanism religion. Subcategories: Bonpo, Castaneda, Contemporary Shamanism, Healing, Huna, Korean, Native American religion, Psychoactive substances, Workshops and tours. daoxy.org/shaman.hdm. faqs.org/faqs/shamanism. pathoffthefeather.com. sacredhoop.org. shamanism.com. shamanism.org. shamanlinks.net. Native Indian websites. Religious and cultural freedom. nativereligion.org. Akwesasne Notes. Quarterly Journal. Voice of Indigenous Peoples. c-c-concepts/6_nations/mohawk_drum/notes.htm. Movement. aimovement.org. Indian Country Today/Lakota Times. indiancountry.com. The Miami Center. Miami Tribe of Oklahoma. Miami University, Oxford, Ohio. MiamiaCenter.org. National Congress of American Indians. NCAI.org. Rights Fund. NARF.org. Native American Sites by Lisa Mitten. NativeCulturelings.com/Indians.html. Native American Times. NativeTimes.com. Native Web. NativeWeb.org. Navajo Times. NavajoTimes.com. News from Indian Country. IndianCountryNews.com. Tekakwitha Conference. Roman Catholics. TechConf.org. Shaman websites at meta-religion.com/directory/spirituality/shamanism_links.hdm. Aloha International. Huna.org. Huna Spirituality. Astro-Shamanism. astroshamanism.org. azizshamanism.com. The Bone Thrower. bonethrower.com. African Psychic Witch Doctor site. tibetanbon.com. Carlos Castaneda and New Age Shamanism. hist.unt.edu/09w-ar7l.hdm right parenthesis. Carlos Castaneda's Magical Passes. castaneda.org. shamanism.co.uk. shamanism.info, School of Experiential Shamanism. Healing and Wholeness of Hawaii. solarraven.com/kahuna.html. Native American Spirituality. native-american-spirituality-spirituality.info. Prophecy Keepers Radio. prophecykeepers.com, Native Prophecy website. Quantum Shaman. quantumshayman.com. School for Transformative Shamanism. shum.eu. medicinehut.com. Shaman's Cave. shamanscave.com. shamanicircles.org. bearshaman.com. doxy.org/shaman.hdm. shamanism.org. sustainaction.org. Carlos Castaneda. Toltec Foundation. toltec-foundation.org. The Toltec Nawal. toltecnawal.com/main, Carlos Castaneda. Toteg Tribe. totg.com. The Woodfish Institute. woodfish.org. Shamanism resources. Try number 165.88, number 291.14 or BL65 at the Library for books about shamanism. Foundation for Shamanic Studies. POG 1939. Mill Valley, California 94942. 415-380-8282. info@shamanicstudies.com. shamanism.org. Polarity and Shamanic Studies Center. 309 Williamsburg Road, Sterling, Virginia 20164. 703-471-4014. polaritycenter.org. Shaman Courses. Shamanism websites. 1. Native American Public Telecommunications. nativetelecom.org. ahf.ca, Aboriginal Healing. alaskan.com/docs/shamanism.html. alchemypages.com. americanindianhealth.nlm.nih.gov/traditionalhealing.html. animspirit.com. animalspirits.com. anunseenworld.com/shaman.html. ayahuasca-healing.net, Healing Retreat. azizshamanism.com. circleofthesacredearth.org. consciousness.arizona.edu, Spiritual Conferences. crystallinks.com/shamanism.html. csp.org, Council on Spiritual Practices. diame.net, Brazil Trip. doxy.org/shaman.hdm. empathies.co.uk/71.html. How does one become a shaman? en.wikipedia.org/wiki/shaman _s_drum_journal. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/shamanism. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/mongolian_shamanism. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/judicial_shamanism. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/shamanism_and_the_ancient_Maya. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/urban_shamanism. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/shamanism. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/core_shamanism. eSalen.org, New Age Institute. firedrums.tribe.net. forums.ayahuasca.com, Ayahuasca Forums. fusionanomaly.net/shamanism.html. Shamanism websites. 2. GaiaMedia.org. globalelders.com. greatdreams.com/native.hdm. healingarts.org/nativelinks.hdm. healthshayman.com. innertraditions.com. intothedaylight.com. journey2theheart.com/shamanism.htm. kaliamdortribe.com. sakaaa.org, Society for the Anthropology of Consciousness. sacred-texts.com/sha. sacred-texts.com/nam. sacreddance.org. sacredhoop.demon.co.uk. sacredhoop.org. sacredpassage.com, Shamanic Quest Retreat. sandraingerman.com. shaman-australis.com, shamanicircles.org, shamanicconvergence.org, shamanicmedicine.ca, shamanicstudies.com, shamanicteachers.com, shamanicvisions.com, shamanism.co.uk, shamanism.com, Dance of the Deer Foundation, shamanism.info, shamanism.org, Foundation for Shamanic Studies, shamanism.tribe.net, shamanisomireland.com, shamanportal.org, shamanscircle.com, shamansdrum.net, shamansfaqs.org, shamanssociety.org, shamanspyrit.net/shamanism.hdm, spiritual trips, shamanswisdom.com, shenry.com/shamanism, tribalconnections.org/ehealthinfo/trad_healing.html, tilwytheg.com/shamanism.html, wandjina.net.au, Australia Shaman, welovetheyear.com, worldbalance.com/traditionalenergyhealing.htm, Peruvian Shamanism, worldtree.tribe.net, magic and shamanism, yatra.yagi.net, shaman tours.